So recently I was going through our closet, helping my parents rip old CDs and DVDs, getting them backed up because disc rot is a thing that exists. It's a problem. And I found a really old Cave Story mod that I thought was lost to time. It's something I made to show relatives at some annual thing that extended family meets up at. I just thought it was a good way for me to make something in a short period of time, and I thought people would be impressed by it. Maybe I was a little show-off or something at 14 years old. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was something neat, and it served as something that actually led me to create video game a year later. So I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to archive it, because in its current form, it's something that I can't really upload on its own. So I thought a video playthrough would suffice. So I guess, here we go. Alright, here is the intro. It just says press the jump key because the screen here where it shows the doctor isn't really intended to be shown. Anyway, as you can see here, I have redacted most of it, and the music is kind of questionable. It says, a game I made to show people at the unnamed celebration. And that's pretty much all you need to know, because that's all it really is. So let's go from the start. Really ancient sprite. It's a short game for the unnamed celebration in an unnamed town from somewhere. Where am I? The text box that obscures the playable area. This really should have been an MS2 instead of an MSG. And as you can see, it's a, kind of a basic starting playable area. You can see where the inspiration for the starting area in video game came from here. At the very top, you can see I'm using the image hack here to display the level, Caves 1-1. Open the chest, get the gun. Again, I should be using MS2 here. You start off, get some health, get experience and stuff. You can see a pseudo-transparency effect, which is something that I also used in video game. It's a concept that's been done before, though. Here I stole it from the show. Again, this is Ollie's mod that I based this off of. It's an EXE that I stole to get the double resolution graphics. There's a button on the sign. You press the button. That is how you get out of the water, because otherwise you'd kind of be stuck there until you died. There's a button on the sign. You press it, there's yes and no, which I've replaced with just a general O and X, because I had the idea of, if you want a more general confirmation dialogue of okay and cancel, there's not really a better way to do it in Cave Story, so unless you do like assembly hacking at this point. So I thought I would do more with this, but given the time constraints, I really didn't. Anyway, I really should have replaced this with water, but I didn't for whatever reason. Kind of a strange jump there. And yet another strange jump right here. If you fall in the water, since that would have been kind of a soft lock and you wait to die there, not really a soft lock, I guess. I just teleport you back. So I did think about that. And after you get out of there, you're kind of in the carnival area from What the Fuck Story. Again, this should have been an MS2, and the text should have been on the first line, not the second line. I'm giving, like, critiques to myself from 10 years ago. I'm glad that I can look back at it and say, this is all wrong. But again, you can kind of see where the short and sweet level design for video game came from, except there's less of an emphasis on doing things fast here. And it's just one weapon. There's the whole concept hadn't really taken shape yet. And then you're suddenly just in Super Mario Brothers. And also I misspelled ridiculous. The blocks don't do anything. Mario uses the curly NPC, so he just follows you. And if you talk to him, there's a funny face sprite. If he can even get over to me, that would be nice. Yeah, he does that. And I use key instead of PRI, so he's still jumping. I don't know if this level is entirely accurate, because I had to make it possible. You can also see that the tile set is a little bit fucked up. I also was under time constraints to make Mario work a little bit, because I had to make him try to not die and also able to jump over shit. But of course Mario still does die. Like, it is very common that Mario dies, I remember that much. If you try to speed through this level, it's very common that he does not make it to the end. See, this is the kind of dumb shit that happens when you stay up, like, every night during summer vacation. And that's the end of it. It just says, you win. Thanks for playing the game. I truly hope you enjoyed your experience. There will be more to come later. And then press jump to restart, which is barely visible because the red conflicts with the red that's already there. And I was kind of ballsy for putting like a cat character there, but my family probably wouldn't have given a shit. And that's kind of the whole game. That's basically it. I mean, you can kind of see some ideas that I reused when I made Video Game a year later, if you've played Video Game, if you're into my cave story modding stuff whatsoever. So what I'm probably going to be doing is if you go into the description, you'll find a download link to this mod with all of the Nicholas assets removed and replaced with suitable ones that I can redistribute, so that if you would like to play this mod and see kind of what makes it tick, you can. Hopefully this was some kind of inspiration. It's kind of weird that the only way that this mod was preserved was on a random CD that I had for some reason that was sitting in my closet, and yet despite the fact that I spent so much effort making this to show off to family, we spent so much time during the actual reunion, you know, doing reunion things, nobody in my family has seen this but me. Alright, thanks for watching, and I hope this has inspired you or something. I don't know what the point of this was. Have a good one.